Hey, it's Pam from Be Healthy, Be Happy Wellness, and coming here to you today to talk a little bit about my favorite essential oils. Starting next week on Monday, I'm going to go through an oil each day for 10 days, Monday through Friday. So the next 2 weeks of my favorite kind of oils, how I use them, and they're also the ones that you'll find in your starter kit if you decide to get a starter kit from Young Living. Now, I use Young Living essential oils. I love them. I feel very confident about their safety. I feel good about putting them on my skin, even ingesting some of them. I've done a lot of research, and I feel that they're a very high quality oil, well made, manufactured appropriately, strong, positive ingredients. Am I saying that other oils are bad? No. I think there's a lot of good oils out there. Just for me and my family, Young Living is the right one, and I like a lot of their blends, and that, so that says a lot to me too. So moving on, I've been using oils for a couple of years now, and I really, really love them. I got into them because I kind of thought, well, that'd be kind of fun, and I wanted to get rid of some of the chemicals in my life, and I thought this might be a good way to do it. So I've been using them for a couple of years, and today I'm just going to share with you some of the ones I use literally every day or almost every day and how I use them. And then, like I said, you'll get a lot more info in the next 2 weeks. If you are interested in purchasing Young Living oils, I do sell them, mostly to myself. But, anyone that's interested, I do have a few distributors that work under me that like to go into it full force. It's more of a side hobby for me, but I love them so much that I push them on everyone because I think they're just so many amazing, wonderful properties. So you can contact me at my website. There's a contact me page, which is www.behealthybehappywellness.com, and just let me know you're interested in essential oils, and I'll be happy to talk with you about them, share with you, how they work, how you can get involved with Young Living if you want to pursue it as a business. It's a wonderful opportunity because there's just so many great uses for them. And the best thing about signing up as a distributor is you get 24% off all your future oils. So that's a really good deal. And they're expensive, but there's a reason behind that because they're so pure and they're made with such, when it says, for instance, lavender, all that's in there is lavender. There's no fillers, no byproducts, nothing, just lavender. So, they're a little more expensive for that reason, and so the discount really helps. So speaking of lavender, that's the first oil I'm going to share, lavender. Oh, it's a little bit shiny there. So this one I use every single day with my moisturizer. Lavender has natural antihistamine properties, so it's nice, this time of the year, especially when allergies are high. I don't know that it would cure your allergies, but it certainly will, can help with you if you're stuffed up or feeling a little bit congested. And it's really good for your skin, especially redness. I feel like it makes, evens out my skin tone a little bit when I use it consistently. So every morning I just take my moisturizer, and I've got a little cream here just to show you how I do it. So I put my moisturizer, on my palm, just dab a couple thin, and then I take the lavender oil and just put a drop, and then just mix it up. You can see in the palm of my hand, and then just put it on my face. Just cover my whole face with it. And I'll usually do my neck too. My grandmother, when I was a little girl, told me, take care of your neck because it will age just as fast as your face. And I've always thought, what good advice. So I tell my daughter that, and maybe your decolletage too. So anyway, so that's lavender. Use it every day. It's also very soothing if you're having trouble sleeping. I have several of these little diffusers. You can see it behind me, and I'll talk about it again in a minute. But I have one in my son's room, and I run lavender in there at night. It helps him sleep. The scent is good. It makes his room smell wonderful. He also has a cat that sleeps in there, and so that kind of helps with that odor too. And in fact, I get a lot of compliments when people come in about how my house smells. And I have a very big, shaggy dog and a cat, and we live in a ranch, so it's not like there's tons of square feet here to hide the animals. But and I get compliments, so I think it has to do with the fact that I diffuse oil all the time. So that's lavender. There's tons of other uses for it, and this is one of the ones I'll be talking about one day next week. So I will definitely share some more uses with that, and you'll be able to see there. I've got a whole list of 30 different uses for lavender, but that's how I use it every day. The next one that I use every single day is frankincense. And There we go. Frankincense is another wonderful oil. It's very pricey, but very worth it. And since you only use a drop or two, you know, when I'm saying pricey, these oils range from $10 a bottle with the discount, so probably 15 to 75, but each bottle contains hundreds of drops of oil. So even I, who use these two every single day, I only use maybe 3 or 4 bottles a year, and I'm using it a lot, you know, every day. So, and maybe not even that many, maybe only 2. So anyway, so they last a long time. So if you do invest in the good oils, that's great. And with the starter kit, which I will talk about more next week too, it's $160, but you includes 11 oils, a little bit smaller bottles, but still, you know, decent size, plus a diffuser. So not this particular one, but a diffuser. So you get it's a really good deal. And then you automatically are signed up to get the 24% discount on future orders. And there's ways you can, you know, just like with any of those marketing things, you can earn points to get free products. And because I love my oils and I find that I have so many and I order so many, I end up, you know, getting free products all the time and, you know, other things like that. So that's kind of a nice little perk. If you're going to use them anyway, why not get some benefit from it, right? So frankincense, back to that. This is a great oil. It's a very old oil, been around for, you know, since biblical times. It's one of the oils you'll find mentioned in the Bible. And I use it in exactly the same way that I use lavender, except I use it at night. So every night I take my night cream, just, you know, normal night cream, put a little bit on my palm, drop a drop or 2 of frankincense, and then put it on my face, especially concentrating around the eyes and the mouth. Frankincense has properties that may help with wrinkles and just good skin. And because your skin is such a large organ of your body, as you're putting the oils on your skin, you're absorbing it into your body. So it's a nice, easy way to absorb the oils too. Now, I might recommend you test these before you just put it on your face like I do now. Granted, only a drop or 2 mixed with cream. So it's not like I'm using a ton of it at a time. But some people may have sensitivities. I've never encountered anyone that did, but that doesn't mean it's not possible. So I would test it maybe on your neck or something the first day, make sure you don't have reaction, and then go ahead and use them every day. So those are the 2 that I use every day with my skincare. And frankincense, I also love the smell of them because I use it every day. It's almost like associated with nighttime to me now. So I put that, you know, smelling in, and it's very relaxing, and it's okay, it's time to get ready for bed. So those are those 2 skincare ones, and I'll talk about frankincense next week too, another great oil. Now the next one that I use pretty much every single day is Thieves. And Thieves is a Young Living blend. Boy, these are really shiny here. My lights must be doing that. So anyway, it's a Young Living blend, and it's got a bunch of different oils in it. I probably should have written them down. The print's too small for me to read, but when I share about Thieves next week, I'll share what's in it so you guys will know. But it's a wonderful blend. It's a little bit cinnamony smelling, like spicy, and it's really great for antibacterial. It's something that a lot of people use in the fall when, you know, kids start getting sick at school. They'll put Thieves on their wrists or on their kids' back of the neck or the spine to kind of help ward off some of those illnesses. What I use it for, and you kind of get a bonus oil too because I do this, is I mix it, 2 drops of Thieves and 2 drops of cinnamon bark, which is, as you can imagine, smells wonderfully like cinnamon. And I put those in my diffuser back there with water. So it's just tap water or distilled water, a couple drops of each oil, and then I run it, and you can see the steam coming out. So it runs, that one runs for about 4 hours. The diffuser you get with the Young Living kit runs for at least 4, might be longer, might be 6 to 8 hours, but it's a little bit bigger than that one. But this one's in my kitchen, and so when I'm in these, you know, my living room's right there, so when I'm in these main rooms, this one does a nice job with that. And I run it most days. It makes the house smell wonderful, very cinnamony, and I get, like I said, I get compliments all the time. It's a strong smell, and then also because it's such a good one for warding off, you know, colds and stuff. You know, can't hurt. Might make us a little healthier. I don't know about that, but I like the way it smells. And I'm not using any of the chemical wallflowers or anything like that in the walls. No chemicals. It's just oil and water. I take that little diffuser with me, and I take Thieves and cinnamon bark when I travel too, and I will always run it in the hotel room. and it makes our hotel room smell wonderful. You know, we don't have that kind of musty smell. And it also helps with the air. You know how hotel rooms can be very dry, and you can kind of you wake up with red eyes and, you know, kind of stuffed up, and running the diffuser seems to help with that. Now, summer's coming, so I may switch to a lighter scent, a citrusy blend or something like that. But I've been running the Thieves Cinnamon Bark, wow, since fall, almost every day. I love it. So those are those two. And there's lots more ways to use these. And I will share those with you next week too, one of the Facebook days. Cinnamon bark isn't one that I'm going to share next week, but a little tip if you do have that oil and enjoy it. Sometimes if I get a mocha from somewhere, I'll put 1 drop of cinnamon bark in it, and it makes it like a cinnamony mocha. It's delicious. Don't go doing that with any oil. Make sure you've, you know, researched your oil to make sure it's safe to ingest before you do that. I'm comfortable ingesting this 1 drop. No problem. I wouldn't do more than that because it's really strong, so it'd probably ruin your coffee. So, but anyway, that's kind of a fun little tip for that one. So the last oil I'm going to talk about is DiGize. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Anyway, it's another blend, a Young Living blend, and it's got a variety of oils. It's one I'll share about next week. So once again, I'll share all the different oils in it. It's a different smell. I don't mind the smell of it. It's a little bit, I don't know how you describe that. A little bit different. Some people, the smell bothers them a little bit. I've gotten used to it because I use it so often. I keep this one in my purse, actually, so I had to go grab it out of my purse, or if I don't want to lug around heavy oils, I keep it in the glove compartment of my car. And it is really good for digestion issues. So say you've gone out to eat, and maybe you ate something you normally don't eat, some fast food, or something a little heavy or greasy, or you just ate too much. You just take the oil, put 2 drops in your hand, like, you know, like that. And then just take your hand, and I'm not going to show you because you don't want to see this. Rub it over your tummy. So you just rub it right around your belly button, the oil right there into your stomach. And to me, this one's really a miracle. Like, it will amaze me. My stomach's feeling a little bit unsettled for either I ate too much or just I'm queasy for whatever reason. I do a couple drops of that, and 9 times out of 10, like, I feel better immediately. Like, it's really astonishing how well it works for me. You know, I've shared it with friends. Some of them are amazed at it. Some of them can't tell. So I think there's probably some, you know, personal variety in there, but I find it a wonderful one. And Young Living also has a blend specifically made for kids called Tummy Guys or Tummy Jize. And it's a little bit smaller bottle, but it's, I think, probably a little milder. So I just recently purchased that to keep with me for in case my kids have any issues. I've been giving them the DiGize, and they don't seem to have any problems with it. They don't like the smell, but they feel like it works. But I thought, so maybe they'll like the Tummy Jize better. And it's, you know, better for younger kids. So same thing, just a drop or 2. And I keep this in my purse, you know, pass it out anytime somebody complains about a stomach ache. And I probably use 2 bottles a year, maybe not even that much. And it's not a super expensive oil. It's surprisingly affordable for how well it works. So that's my 4 plus the bonus cinnamon bark favorite oils that I use almost daily, if not daily, sometimes multiple times a day. And, you know, I hope that you enjoyed learning a little bit more about them and how I use them. I am going to share, like I said, starting on Monday, so that'll be April 18th, every day on my Facebook page, which is just Be Healthy, Be Happy Wellness, a new oil. I'll post either a picture or a short video of the oil and some different ways to use it, and, you know, why you'd want to use it and how to use it, and some of the properties of it, as well as if it's a blend, some of the ingredients, so you can kind of see what's in the blends. And when I say blend, it's still just the oils. It's not like fillers or anything. They're just the oils, or that's, you know, they might have a blend of different oils in them. So I think it'll be fun, a good way to learn a little bit about the oils. And what I've found with the essential oils is the only way to really learn about them is just to use them. So I try very hard to use, like I said, these are the ones I use every day, but I try to pick an oil once in a while that I don't use very often and learn a little bit more about it. Maybe, you know, I've got an app on my phone that tells you about the oils and what it's good for. And the app is wonderful. And I always share this with anybody who purchases oils through me, because it also will tell you if you have like a symptom or something. You can look up that symptom and it'll tell you what oils to use. And like on vacation when I don't have all my resources with me, but I usually have quite a few oils when I travel. I have a little case I keep them in. It's a great resource to go to and find that. So that's something that I would encourage checking out. If you're interested, I'd be happy to share what that app is and more information on that. I'll maybe do that next week one day. So if you have any questions or if you love oils, I'd love to hear in the comments here or on my Facebook page. I'm going to post this video there too. What oils you like and how you use them and why you love them, and what you've noticed since using essential oils. So fun. There's also tons of craft projects you can do with these oils too. Lavender especially. That one I've made tons of different, bath salts and things like that. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will put it up as a replay so you can check it out and watch it later. Short and simple, and I think it's a fun one about oils. So looking forward to talking more about oils in the next 2 weeks. Thanks. Oh, and once again, it's www.behealthybehappywellness.com. Thanks.